I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, and for all. Thank you. Welcome, juniors. Right, I'd like to bring Ashley up for announcements.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday, April 27th, and it is a white day. Students selected for the All-State Music Festival, please meet on Fuller Steps immediately after chapel for a photo. The Gender and Sexuality Union meets today after school in Colby 207. Interested in job opportunities in Vermont? Check in with Mr. Carr via email at acarr@scjacademy.org for more information on the virtual Vermont job fairs. On Thursday, May 5th, from 9:45 to 11, CCV will be hosting a Manufacturing Access Day for high school students. Students will meet with representatives of local manufacturing companies and with CCV advisors via Zoom to learn about the program and career opportunities in the local region. If interested, please contact Mr. Carr at acarr@scjacademy.org or stop by his office in Streeter 132. Science Olympiad will meet Wednesday and Thursday in Streeter 241 from 3:30 to 4:45. Open to new and returning students. Contact Mr. Eckel with questions. North Country Chorus will be presenting its spring concert this Saturday and Sunday at the South Church at 7:30 and 3 p.m. respectively. The performances, including members from the faculty and the Hilltones, will be accompanied by a chamber ensemble. Admission will be by donation. The Makerspace will be open this afternoon, beginning at 3:45 for your projects and questions. See Dr. Desjardins in Streeter 222 if you'd like to schedule a different time to access our 3D printer, laser cutter, vinyl cutter, and other rapid fabrication tools. Happy birthday today to Lorraine Stevens, Clara Andre, and Alexa Gamos-Bazou. Happy birthday. Today we have varsity girls lacrosse versus Milton at 4:30. Please release varsity at 2:40. Girls ultimate versus Burlington at 4. Please release the team at 2:40. Varsity softball versus Colchester at 4:30. Please release the team at 2:10. And varsity and JV boys ultimate versus Mount Mansfield at 4 and 5:30. Good luck and have a great day.
Thank you, Ashley. I have a few late announcements. On Monday, girls varsity tennis beat Rice 6-1. Last night, boys varsity ultimate lost to Montpelier 15-8, and the JV team lost 12-10. It was close. Unified basketball beat Mount Mansfield 45-40. Boys varsity lacrosse lost to Colchester 8-7. Yesterday at LI, the girls track and field won the 7-team meet. Franny Cousins won the 400, Riley Strom the 300, Kaylee McCaffrey the javelin, Hannah Angel the discus, and Peggy Fisher the 800 to lead the girls. The boys also won the meet, as Jaden Thompson and Andrew Bugby had season best times in the 100 and 200. Gerardo Fernandez won the 400, Wilder Thomas the 300 hurdles, Andrew Thornton Sherman the 110 hurdles, and Quinn Murphy the javelin to pace the boys. Congratulations to all our athletes. Nice job. So happy Wednesday, and welcome to Fuller Hall, juniors and junior advisors. We have a couple of visitors today, and I'm going to invite them first up to the stage. And the first are Olivia and Theodora to talk to our administrative professionals.
Hey everybody, my name's Olivia. And I'm Theodora. We're student gov reps, and we're here to tell you all about Administrative Assistant Day. Administrative Assistants Day is celebrated on the Wednesday in the last week of April every year, which means it's today. We have 30 administrative assistants here at the Academy. They keep us all organized and humming along. Have you ever signed in or out of school, rented a calculator, been called up to meet with your guidance counselor, taken an SAT or PSAT, turned in a check to the business office, received a report card, had a substitute teacher, done a worksheet in class that had been, wait for it, printed out, had a lab in science?
Have you even been admitted to this school?
All of us answer yes to at least one of these questions, so we are all beneficiaries of the hard work done by our administrative assistants. As you can see, we couldn't get along without them. We would like to take a moment to thank them for all that they do. Our administrative assistants are Buffy Hegarty, Lori Lang, Emma Carr, Doris Hartshorn, Courtney McManus, Logan Hansen, Deb Newland, Julie Gist, Laura Gary, Hannah Fenoff, Jill Cahoon, Anne Bissonette, Robin Lejeune, Wendy Smith, Emily Began,
Tara Bailey, Barb Bimson, Heather McGinnis, Joan Black, Danielle Balch, Robert Muir, Marky McGinn, Kathy Hogdon, Rachel Demers, Stacy Ruggles, Denise Isles, Kate McGill, Amanda Frateroli, Laura Barrett, and Terry McPherson. If you see any of these people today, please stop and say thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. And I know it's because she gave you that list, but I'd like to also add my assistant, Betsy Lejeune, to that list. So thank you for doing that. So I'd like to welcome some members of the Spanish Club with a promotion.
Hola, buenos días. I'm Dani. I'm Juanita.
I am Santiago. And I am Matias.
And we are members of the Spanish Club. The Spanish Club, together with Profe Orozco Spanish 3 classes, are putting together a festival to celebrate the Hispanic culture.
The ideas of this festival is to share with our community the richness and diversity of the Hispanic world.
We will have a showcase of the various countries, dancing and singing performances from our local students and local artists, funny games, activities, and delicious food from our well-known culinary art classes.
We're here today to invite you not only to this super fun event, but invite you to participate in our talent show. If you have a hidden talent related to the Spanish word, bring it to our event. Please contact Profe Orozco or any of us.
Remember, the festival will be on May 6th from 4 to 7 in the amphitheater.
See the posters around campus. Gracias.
¡Los esperamos! Oye, Dani, ¿y van a ir morras chidas?
Obvio.
Yes. Wonderful. All right, so many of you I see are taking the opportunity to wear denim today for our Variety Day, as I have. And I wanted to explain a bit about my own outfit, because it follows on what I talked about on Monday, which I'm not sure you all heard, about community and what form our community takes, particularly the notion that it consists of the sum of our behaviors and attitudes, whatever those happen to be. I pointed to examples of people here doing kind things for one another, and I suggested a few easy things that we might do to support the kind of culture that we want to see. Just before break, I visited South Church to talk with the 9th graders, and I told them a story of my own transition to high school and then from my freshman to sophomore years. I don't think any of you were there, but if there's some overlap, apologies for any repetition. I went to a boarding school in Massachusetts. It was around 300 students, almost all of whom boarded, and it was situated in a rural area, really isolated behind gates and walls, brick walls. So it was literally and figuratively walled off. I love the academy because we are not walled off, and we're connected to the town, both spiritually and physically. So I love that about this place. I was one of a handful of day students at the school. There was a real sense of the local kids who went to the local high school as townies. And while I wasn't technically a townie because I went to the school, I was local enough that some of that term that was meant to be unfriendly applied to me somehow. And I always was conscious of it and how it put me on the outside. So in my first year of high school, I was just trying to figure out who in the world I was. I knew that I'd been at my old school, someone who was in the center of things, socially and academically. It was an all-girls school with an 8th grade class of about 30, and I just loved it. But all of a sudden, in my high school, there were these boys And they were terrifying, and they were wonderful, and everybody had the right clothes and the right haircuts, and seemingly knew exactly the right thing to say in every situation. Everyone had really cool denim jackets, and knew about National Public Radio, and had been to the south of France multiple times. And at my previous school, we'd started every day with assembly in the gym, singing show tunes and the occasional hymn. But at my new school, chapel, the beginning of the day, was in a gray stone Gothic church that had glowing wood and the names of prominent alumni chiseled into the walls. So the other students all seemed to know something that I didn't know. Somehow I felt that when they went home, their homes probably didn't look much like my home. But I didn't really have a chance to find out because I just wasn't part of that world. In other words, I didn't feel at all as if I belonged. Not at all. I was a little younger than everyone, a little more naive, a little less in the know. I was awkward and adrift. So I told the freshmen that that feeling changed in my sophomore year when I found the person who would become my best friend, who I thought was the coolest person in the universe, and that person was my anchor and a touchstone for becoming more myself, and truer to myself, and we're still friends. She's actually the principal of a school in Waitsfield, Vermont. I wanted to reassure the freshmen that it was okay if they still felt awkward and they still felt adrift and hadn't found their people, those people who help you stay grounded and inspire you and help you be a better version of yourself, that it was going to happen. And we want to help make it happen and make this a place where it's most likely to happen. And I would add today to keep in mind that probably most of us feel at one point or another that others really have it figured out, that they always know the right thing to say or have some sort of cultural key that we don't have, and it's just not true. We're all figuring it out together. So the reason I share this story this particular morning is that the day after my visit to South Church, I came into my office and found that someone had left something for me on my desk, and it was this denim jacket. It had a Post-it on it that said, "Everyone needs a denim jacket." I think I found out who it was. If you're out there, thank you. Among all the other indications of what this community is, this one speaks really clearly to what it is at its best. The generosity and thoughtfulness, the devotion of time and energy to making sure that someone doesn't feel left out even years and years later, to me is beyond special, and it's a perfect symbol of the St. Johnsbury Academy that I am so proud to be part of. So that I get to wear it today as part of a student-led effort to increase our awareness of human struggle and make the world a better place only compounds that pride. So thank you very much. Let's be this. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I will see you probably on the live stream on Friday. Thank you. Okay, I am totally going to get this. Faculty.